Memorial Stadium. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, he believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense, bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Trojans headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Saying, trying to be heard about the noise. Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Right on target this time. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Rodgers. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Now here's Sayin. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. one inside. It's Jordan. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Maave at quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to toe it.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick release by the QB. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown. Tight end trying to get in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Sayin to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
From the gun on third down, say it. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Zayn. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Zayn from the gun on third down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Fourth down, say it. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running inside, it's Jordan. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking for room, it's Jordan. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I love the job by the quarterback there holding the safety. They were in cover 2 in a zone coverage. You've got a receiver on the outside running the fly route down the sideline, but the only way you're going to be able to get it there is if you can hold and freeze that safety for just a split second to give yourself the real estate to fit that football into. Really nice job by the QB.
He's there to make the stop. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Trying to run, it's Jordan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Say it. Plucks it out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Going to take a shot at this DB. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Jordan. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air, extending the play. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. They want to throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got his man on the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Running inside. It's Miller. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing, say it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. So that'll cost them a down. 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Back to pass. It's Sayin. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the Mean Green coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the...
Might have a chance.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. After the run, now to throw. It's complete on the right side.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front and not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On the run, deep down the right side. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Pressure coming. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's Sayin to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Bringing the heat. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Zayn fires to the right. Naird on the right sideline. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Jordan. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Dumps it to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the field. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Running inside, it's Miller. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quick completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! The Trojans with the answer. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Say it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easily.
Throwing, say it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Running the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Oh, they're after him. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fitted in the window for the score. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Gets away from one, finds room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Got enough for the first. There's some room. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Trojans were the answer.
But, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing. Man, keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The run inside. It's Jordan.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to the ground with the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's Sayin to throw. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.